Okay. Remember how the controls work. And for that matter, remember where we were in the story. Because it's a little bit more open-ended this time around. I think we just go get our mission from upstairs because we finished what we were doing last time, if I recall correctly. Although that said, I do not 100% remember. Let us find out. I hope everyone is doing well this evening. Okay, show me this list. Okay, yes, we finished the desert mission last time, and we got killed, and we got very frustrated by the fact that that entire sequence was a little bit janky. That's right, I remember now. Perhaps that should be off the screen. Well, thank you for the very boringly done recap there, game. By the way, I finally found a menu button on the controller. In this case, it's R3. Oh, that didn't pick up. Oh well. Too late now. Too late now. It is what it is. What can you do, I suppose? Okay. What are we going to do today? Probably... see a recurring character. Interesting. Just here doing his job. Relax. Oh, he actually gets to be in the party this time. Interesting. I was going to say best friend does not sound like the proper descriptor, but on the other hand, rival as opposed to enemy does sound a little bit more like they had some sort of rapport, but they were kind of friends occasionally, except when Ethan was a dick. But we've been over that before. Non-disclosure. Oh, I think we're getting into something a little bit strange. I sincerely do wonder why she feels that she needs to pick a fight with everybody. Then again, this has been a recurring trait with the beast race, a lot of them in general, so here's where I have to wonder just how unfortunate this writing is being. And if the writers were aware, I should certainly at least... I hope it was not intentional. Oh wow, everybody is coming back all at once. All of the recurring characters. gonna say, it's good to work with you on this classified joint operation. I just think of the one episode of The Simpsons. I'm sorry. I can't divulge any information about that customer's secret, illegal accounts. Oh, crap. I shouldn't have said he was a customer. Oh, crap. I certainly shouldn't have said he was illegal. That one. So, what have we got going on today? I want a little more information, please. I feel you would have been briefed about this as well, but... Perhaps the Guardians are a little bit of a mess in the administrative department. I tried to say administration and administrative at the same time, and that did not come out very well. I would like to apologize. I'm doing that a lot. I mean, to be fair, they are letting you do this at all. Okay, well, he said later. I was worried that there was going to be, like, goof-off time between now and then or something. I was going to have to go play Chase the NPC again, and I was going to feel very silly because I would absolutely miss something very obvious. 5. Oh, this sounds a little familiar. Oh, that was only 1. Any settle... Oh, okay. I was about to say, wait a second. Well, I presume it would also be quite a bit more expensive, so... Well, yes, there should perhaps be more than 4 of us, but the mechanics of the game limit it a little bit. You forgot about that very quickly, Hugo. Oh yeah, that would probably scare the shit out of regular people. This one doesn't have a name, apparently. Oh yeah? Is it just because the casts are kind of jerks? Except for this one, apparently. Well, I have a feeling that this is going to turn out to be quite a mess. I mean, aside from the fact that we're already just being introduced to this with every single ship, apparently, just blowing up. Crash land. And oh look, it's got some sort of pulsating mass going on. I don't like this. Started watching Ragnarok and Voltron Legendary Defender. Both are pretty good. I'm glad to hear that. I've heard... I feel I've heard varying things about Voltron. Of course, it was very popular for a time when it was first coming out and attracted... Well, it attracted a fan base, we'll put it that way. But I'm glad to hear that it's good. Maybe I'll get around to watching it at some point. Two groups of two would, I guess, work. Maybe. Nothing out of the ordinary? Are you sure about that? That feels like a bit of a stretch. I'm curious if he has any sort of, like, remotely unusual gear compared to what he had going on in the first game. But we'll see in a moment, won't we? Because we're probably going to be thrown straight into... Yep, and we're on the clock. Good, I guess. Okay, cool. We're not fighting against super late game enemies, and I don't have to go grind. It was a legitimate concern, all right? I did do a little bit of offline work. I didn't remember to do a ton. But it appears that some of the free missions, like, cycle between a few different versions, which is very unusual. But I suppose it does add a little bit of variety to the grinding and helps it be a little less monotonous, in theory. Uh-oh. This guy again. Well, thankfully I can stun them with Rising Strike. That's good. Whoa. Oh gosh, there's like 3 of these fuckers in here, aren't there? Yeah, there's a whole 3 of these dudes. Well, they don't seem to be too much of a threat at this low of a level, which is good. Because otherwise, yikes. It's really going to be the way to go forward, so we're going back into this branching path. With the weird asymmetry and... Well, at least there is a little... Yeah, there's a little bit of that going on with the overall level design. Ah, yes, and by the way, helpfully, my controller controls for this game are quite a bit different than they were from the other one. So that's not confusing or anything. This one, too symmetrical! Wait, no, that's BioShock, pardon me. Which reminds me that I do have a plan later in the year to make a really big BioShock video. I need to get off my ass and script more of that. Of course, I think about a lot of that stuff, you know, at random periods as I go. Oh yeah, somebody... There was a shitpost going around on Twitter about Death to Kid recently. So, mentioning that brings that right back to the fore, and yeah, what a character design. Someone was having a little bit of fun with that. Yeah, so far it definitely seems like these turrets are the greatest threat to our team by a very wide margin. But also I find the controls just work better for this version of the game than they do in the original as I was playing it on PC. So it's much easier to lay down a wall of suppressing fire like this. Right up until we run out of ammunition. Whoops. I'm gonna just switch to a different weapon. Ouch. But still, ultimately, easily dealt with. Heal up. I feel like some of these enemies are quite a bit more noisy and talkative than, for lack of a better word, they're talkative. As if they're actually using words than they were in the first game, but I am not the right person to ask about that at all. Pardon me. Feel that long path is not where we need to go just yet. acknowledge it's going to take me a moment to really get accustomed to the controls. I'm not used to playing this on the controller since controls are different. Gotcha. Let me double check that I didn't miss anything here. Yeah. Nothing here. Alright. Back down to the long path, I suppose. I know how to use it. Stuck on something again. Going to go through the door. Well, that'll sort itself out with time. Right? Or maybe she won't just... Oh, no, she teleported right back into the fight. Perfectly normal. That's how most people do it, right? Oh, there we go. Almost missed that one because it didn't visually draw at first. Well, so far we only have 2 of these keys. A little bit worrying. Yeah, there were a lot of projects related to that for many a year until, of course, it all got taken down over time. Because of those reasons. Because copyright, because, hey, that's just where we exist with on the internet nowadays, of how overly beholden we are to that, and how easily certain things will just disappear. Even the most minor forms of copyright. There were a couple of Twitter accounts that were posting just out of context anime screenshots that were getting into trouble with the Twitter police for copyright reasons. And it really is kind of absurd, the level that some of this goes to. But yeah, stuff like that, anything that's useful for, like, creating anything is... It's always really sad when that stuff disappears. Alright, so I guess now to check that I didn't miss any of the crates in here or anything. Yeah, there we go. See? I missed a couple. And there's our last key. We are so not getting a good rank this time. Oh no, I played this questionably. That's okay. The reward is probably not that important. We can get it later. It might have been nice, but that's about it. Yeah, other way. There we go. Now we have all 4 keys, so we can go through here. And the game can make fun of me for my extremely slow performance. Oh, really? Are you sure, game? Well, okay. And we got a set of knuckles, I believe that's going to be, which we can't use. Excellent. I can check that real quick, actually. Yeah. And again, not even, like, super high level either, so that's just money. I'm going to actually learn that real quick because I forgot to do that before. Forward we go. As the music restarts. Well, the stressful music. Yes. Oh, I think this is where all the other Guardians were, and they got their asses whooped. Oh boy. That's a pretty messed up thing to all say. That they were all going on vacations. Hmm. Uh-oh. Also, Hugo just walked off. Oh, has he got something to look at here? These combination control panels and chairs, they look like. He's checking logs, probably. Hmm. A lot of stuff that doesn't belong in an energy plant, you say? That's not particularly useful, and again, with the the level of texturing that we would have gotten in the late 2000s, that's not going to tell us much of anything that shot. Oh shit, it's Leo. Yeah, there's no way he would die to any of this bullshit. Come on. We all know how great he was from the last story. Nobody carrying any sort of medical supplies with them to help this man. I'd say it still looks like he's breathing, but that's actually just the background effect of this creepy stuff here, so hard to say. Yep, just like ours in the last game. Well, for a brief period, anyway. Oh, I like they switch over to the lobby music. That feels entirely inappropriate here. It's very funny to me. Oh, can't view the map. Good, because of course this area is going to be shaped in a strange way. Ooh, we got a shop. We got anything useful here? Looks like just items. Items give us some self buffs. Yeah, this is just our standard fare. Right, so from here... Oh, is this area just sort of like U-shaped or something? Strange. Alright. Now we move on to part 2 here. I appreciate that they've been really good about giving us access to photon point restoration, by the way. That is a huge deal. What's the deal? Door of the control room won't open. Oh, this sounds familiar. It probably takes a while to find the right switch for some of them, but we'll see. Alright, so just hit all the switches. This is going to be one of these types of things. Possibly. Gotcha. So again, not unlike that one mission that we did pretty late. Excuse me. Pretty late into PSU episode 1. Uh-oh. I don't like this. Yeah, it's back on. Or off, as the case may be. I suppose I'm not actually sure. $60. Boy. I don't like the sound of this. Okay, so I think the way this is going to end up going is we're going to have to go and clear these areas out in advance. Oh, that's the way out. Whoops. Yeah, cover that one. Stay there. That seems a little bit oversensitive of a thing, but... Oh, I'm not sure I like what I'm seeing here. Oh, yeah, it's... I'm pretty sure we fought these things in the last level of the previous chapter. Previous episode. Chapter, episode. These terms are almost a little bit interchangeable. And I'm certainly not going to keep them straight for too long. There's a lot of things I can't keep straight for too long. And so I assume that that laser fence is actually where the exit is. Ow. Hey. Well, at least it's not shooting at me, which, again, I think those shots are the instant death spell, and it uses those. That's just a background. That's just a background object. Thank you very much, game, for the confusion. As if I needed help with that. And of course, this entire area is going to be laid out in a needlessly malicious manner to make absolutely sure that this, you know, a way that wouldn't really make sense to lay it out in real, you know, if this was a thing happening in a real place. Pressure switch opens the laser gate. I don't know how I feel about this whole endeavor. This is probably we're coming up to a bit of a puzzle level here, I think. Well, whatever. We know where a couple of the switches are. We know where the one over here is. We know where the one on the other end of the far corner is. Need to find 2 more. Doors open. Oh, right. I see the teleport thing. All right. Let's go. One, two. Right. Ah, crap. One of them already shut down. Yeah, see, I'm definitely not taking the most efficient route here. I'm going to need to get Laya again and see what I can do with that fenced-in room, I think. Then it just becomes a matter of running these routes faster. Finding the teleporters and all that. Alright, come with me. The fact that this is timed is just kind of rude, because it's really like, oh hey, make sure you figure this out. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is I'm going to go for the one that's the furthest away here, because we toggle the floor switch. I think... Okay, yeah, that beep was just letting me know that the one had shut off. That's fine. Alright, this, I think, is where we want Laia to stand. Yeah. Keep that safe. And we go over here. And we go to here, 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 and here. And that should work, I think. I mean, I don't particularly like my chances too much either way. But if this doesn't work, then that's like, well, I've forgotten how to use a sprint button or something that may or may not exist in the game. Or I've just forgotten to use a teleporter or something. One last one. All the way down this hall. Not a short trick, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, god damn it. That ran out. Get them to turn me around the wrong way. I may need to just let this reset and see if I've missed something in the lay of the land here, just in general. Alright, so... Let toggle that. Not the way I was expecting it to. Taking a quick scan here to see if I missed some sort of obvious teleporter. Is I feel reasonably confident that the ideal solution does not involve Laia at the first switch. And if it's not that, and it's not... Basically, if what we've tried so far doesn't work... Yeah, that just powered down. And it doesn't appear that I've missed a teleporter. But perhaps if she's over there... Because we do get a very strong shortcut in that case from 1 to 2. And that cuts out most of the big walk. I'm feeling like this might be the... Like that might be the solution anyway. Alright. Come here. It's going to say, well, go on, power down. Otherwise, I'm going to feel real silly. I mean, I already do a little bit because this whole thing is very confusing. So, yeah, secure this switch and let's start the circuit because I think I've got it. I think this is at the far end of the longest passage. But again, we're going to end this with like 0 points because they decided to put you on a timer for this because somebody at Sonic Team is a rat bastard, apparently. Two. Three. Oh, ye gods, I got used very badly. There we go. There it is. Alright. Yeah, show me my 0. Yep. That's fine. Questionable design is questionable. Of course, if I knew the solution going in, it would be very easy, but it's getting there that's the problem. Unfortunately. Hey, 2 more almost dead guys. See, we do have some sort of recovery thing. Well, that's good. I'd be very disappointed if he was being written out of the story like that. Oh, good. We get to fight 2 of these things. That's real great. It shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it was a pretty big deal at the end of the last story arc. Nobody told you about this? Oh boy, that sounds like a real problem. Hey, door's still open? Oh, he's getting his butt kicked. Gonna have to go save him. This is probably gonna be a mess. Oh, hey, look, we're fighting this thing again, and it's it's a low level. Huh. This is going to be a little bit unusual. Fighting a low-level version of the final boss. I actually think I appreciate that, because it's something that not a lot of RPGs whatsoever do. Unfortunately, it does also spend a lot of time just fucking around, so it's not exactly the most interesting fight anyone's ever seen. However, we managed to beat it. We gained a level out of the deal. Are we going to see its second form here, too? I don't think so. He's definitely an honorable sort. Although we've seen that before. Oh, we've done as much as we can. Unfortunately, even that was very little. Uh-oh. Long-distance communication terminal. That's pretty big. Well, we've definitely seen that the Alliance military's base on Param is like right next to the GRM headquarters, so it kind of makes sense. Also, these kind of plot spoilers, that's a good way for somebody here to get geeked, and I think that's probably not a good thing to have happen again so soon. Yeah, Kurtz just seems like he's just sort of a regular guy, much more than you'd think. Yeah, we got some shit going on. Hey, we got Kurtz's partner card. That's neat. Plus, we unlocked a few new missions. Very nice, very nice. I mean, that one area with basically a puzzle was a little bit humbling, but it is what it is. I suppose it cannot be helped. Yeah, sure, let's do this. Jump right into it. Yeah, we know there's some questionable things going on for sure. Recaps really aren't that good. Shame they didn't give us any sort of animated narrated version of that. Oh well. Oh, I think we may have gotten special dialogue by virtue of being a cast. Possible. I mean, it's very likely at this point. All right, so this is where we get our debriefing in here or something. The waiting room. Well, I think they probably have to figure out, that what the results are. Oh, I think everybody's starting to bully Laya a little bit. I don't know how well that's going to work, Huga, but we'll find out. Retake. Yeah, that There's something probably going on here that, yeah, see, all of it's coming back around to bite him in the... somewhere. Okay, sure, why not? Oh, hi, Maya. Remember you from the last game. You just know everybody, don't you? So are we going to be teaming up with her on this mission, or are we going to have some actual support in our party? That would be nice. Bit of a market change from earlier when you, well... Hey, there he is! I see he's back in action, and... hopefully we'll get to use him pretty soon, because he was pretty good in the last one, and maybe he will continue being pretty good. I sure hope so. Yeah, he's just... I was gonna say, he's just off in another... Nope, he's back. Uh-oh. He got the seed virus. This is not going to end well for him, I don't think. That seems like some information that shouldn't get out so easily, but... here we go. Oh, again, no narration for this cutscene, just regular talking. Oh, right, I didn't remember that, so... Ah, yes, just like something that's going on around here recently. In the real world. Well, I hope you're wearing gloves with actual fingers on them. Do that. I don't think we're quite at that phase yet, but... Yeah, it still just seems to be luck at this point, right? Right. Well, there's also the part where it appears that they would have to be wounded by one of them physically. Seems to be the case, I think. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not great. Yep, so we are actually going to get to team up with her. Well, neat. Again, having a mage to support us is not bad. But yeah, there's no containers around here. I think this is a little bit more in line with the map that I was playing earlier. No, I don't think so, actually. Never mind. I do appreciate that gigantic crate. Just the fact that it's the same crate as a lot of items show up in, but scaled up. Stop walking straight into the fire, Laya, and you won't feel like dying. Trust me on this one. At least on this singular thing. Yeah, so we got a few of these enemies that we saw in the underground ruins in Parum. And I forget where we saw the Stegosaurus, but I know we saw the Stegosaurus before. I think that was on Moatube. Anyway. That is not really the important part. The important part is this entire mission. I have no idea where we're going for a lot of this. Let's just explore all the branches that the game will let us. That side is completely blocked. Mm-hmm. Nothing else in here. Missing one of those. Great. And that should be the last one. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I was worried for a moment there. No, really, I was. Okay, this part of the map does actually look familiar. That, a little bit less so. That item I just got, I think I just got one of the, yeah, I just got a room item, so that's just some free money. Pretty decent chunk of change, too, actually, so hey, thanks, game. That gets me closer to some much higher level gear, which at this point, I'm starting to wonder how important that actually is to making progress, because it definitely seems like this game's difficulty is normalized a bit more. And I mean, it would certainly help, but I don't know how necessary it is necessary. But I would never complain about it. Hey, cool. We got a skill disc. I don't know what weapon type that's for, but we'll find out soon. Oh, you're not going to let me pick up that last bit of money? Okay. Is underground really an appropriate phrase to use on a space station? Eh. I'll leave that to somebody else to figure out. Alright, so here we are in another safe zone. Recharge our weapons. Talk to the shopkeeper. And nothing really to buy here. Ooh, this is a... Curious. How does this sword measure up to what we have? It's a little less accurate, but it's overall a little bit stronger. I think I'll keep it for the time being. I can at least show it off. I don't need this particular lance. That Windclaw. Interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna dump that, because it's not like we won't be able to get access to a bunch more of them in the future. They drop in actual missions, so it's like, hey, I can get those for free. So if we really want to show those off at some point, and maybe I will. Maybe I actually will. But that can wait for now. Let us move on to part 2. Hey, it's them again. Six people trapped in F block. Yeah. Alright. Uh-oh. 15 minutes. Air leak. Yikes. Oh boy, so we're on a time limit for this, are we? Yeah, at this point, Tonio is definitely going to be fighting a little better than Leo, so, you know, best to... Eh. Alright, well... Are we on a time limit, or what? Or what seems to be the key question? By the way, look at this. This is just... We just have a lighting tube. Oh yeah, we're on a time limit. We're counting backwards this time. Ow. Oh, are they're trapped chunks of rubble too? That's just needlessly cruel. I'm gonna be paying an HP tax to deal with this mission. That doesn't sound great. Alright, so this looks like we're gonna have to go around there somehow. I don't like that. We don't have the key card for that yet. I don't think them doing this shit to me is a good idea, because being on a clock and everything. Yeah, this is back to the entrance. Not a good idea, but I want a point of centering here. I guess we'll this out. I'm gonna end up missing something obvious, I'm sure, because at this point it's that kind of case. The game's just like that for me. Yeah, see, they're on the other end of the thing. Sorry about the beeping. Did I, like, miss a mark on one of these or something, and I have to deal with it from over here? Okay, yeah, I did. Good. All right. Now back we go. One of our marks is going to require us looping around this room. Handle that in a second. Yeah, so the blue marks are going to be always where one of the folks we need to rescue are. And these are always going to be trapped, but we're going to open them anyway. You know, just to be thorough. Their key. Yeah, I'll handle the thing after we're done with everything else. So we got time, I think. That's red marker. Is there a way up if I go this way? Probably no. No, there's no X gate over here to block us. There is, however, a pile of rock. However, we should be able to loop around to where this survivor is located. Okay, good. It just took a second to mark properly. Alright, 3 out of 6. We're half done. Also, wow, the rude ass calling us slow. Amazing. They should be glad we managed to pull this off at all. With how much of a mess I've been at this whole thing. Now, hopefully that is the key that we need to move on, but it's 3 and we're getting it second, so that fills me with a bit of concern. To say the least. There's a couple of crates we can break over here. Might lead us to something you... And it does not. It's just crafting materials. Oops. Going back over here. We missed this dude before? I think we probably did. Well, let's fix that now. So after this, there should be 1 survivor left to find. Is there anything up this staircase? Oh yeah, this is 3 items, in theory. It's remaining completely theoretical because you see... Yeah, we need number 2. Get in there. That's not so great. Is that going to be something we can get by going through the door up to the north here? Because the red marked rock is not going to be what we need to hit. Is that... It's just kind of thing. Oh, we gotta go a little bit deeper. Okay, we should be able to do this here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there's key 2. And then we have to figure out where we go from here. Because that's a little bit unclear. Again, we really don't have a whole lot of time. Target, please. There we go. Alright. One final survivor to find. Yes, now my assumption is that we're going up this way. $3 minutes. I don't feel positive about my chances here, but we're gonna see what we can manage anyway. All right, here's gate number 3. Surely, yes. Not that one. Over here. And we're on the wrong side, apparently. Targeted something, so there we go. And we actually managed to do it the first time. I'm impressed. And it still counts for an S rank. We get a new skill. We get something else that I'm not 100% sure what it is. Oh, he's ellipsising. I don't know that I feel great about that. But, oh well. Oh wow, it's Lumia. It's Ethan's sister. Oh, there goes our research. Gee, I hope it wasn't, but because I mean, if so, that seems like a pretty bad thing to do. I mean, in a larger sense of like, what a terrible life choice anyone there is making, really. Yeah, we get it. He's a big dummy. You big dummy. Just use the phone. Sheesh. Yeah, what's the deal with the other... Uh-oh. Well, I mean, Tonio is a bit of a little snot, so... You know, talking to him isn't always a fun idea of fun for anyone. Right, what do you got going on for us, Nav? What are you doing all the way over here, actually, for that matter? You're an active character again. Uh-oh. Oh boy, this is turning into a huge mess. As if it hasn't already been a huge mess, but it keeps just snowballing. We're down to just 2. Alright, so we're almost done. Amazing. Wheelman Aura. What does this thing do? Okay, see, that works, but for some reason, R2 doesn't move right through the thing. Nothing mysterious and squishy as a catalyst. Gives us 6 endurance. Oh, right, it's a themed... It just gives us 6 endurance, and it gives us an appropriately themed visual effect, I believe. Not much of an everyone anymore, Laya. It's just us. Sorry. Don't mean to disappoint. At least not this time. A couple other times I do mean to disappoint, but... Well... I think you all know that already. That disappointing is a bit of a talent of mine. These dudes are all ice elements, so I should probably get out the fire rifle. Yeah, we're doing way more damage with this. That's for sure. Key for that. And that's going to be over this way, isn't it? Yep. Mapped out in the open, but getting there, of course, is going to be a bit messy, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And opening the fence requires killing this thing. Chipping it down. Eventually, nice. Barrier? Oh, are we gonna have to fight another one right afterwards? Thanks a lot, game. I'm so glad for this. Alright. Is that enough for you? Nope, here's number 3. Come the fuck on. Come on. Just open the goddamn fence. You know, and now is when we're going to start checking the area for stuff we can handle this way. There we go. No, okay. There's going to be multiples to deal with, right? And several of these are going to be trapped, obviously, because that's just the way this goes now. Hey, hit the right button, please. There we go. Alright. Grab our Megaphotons. Those looked like item chests that usually contain valuable things. I'm disappointed that it wasn't, like, scape dolls or something. I could use the cash, because there will be a lot of equipment buying in the future for us. Fluorescent bulb is amusing, but that's about it. Oh. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. And we got some more of these dudes. That's a great leaping animation, but I don't think it really works. I mean, it's a good pose, but in terms of the animation, it definitely looks like it's missing a few frames here and there. Alright, so is this where we segue to the end of area boss or something? This fella's shoulders look far larger than they actually are. Oh. Well, at least he's an understanding president. Oh. Oh, that's pretty big. And she takes her job pretty seriously. Eh, it's nothing as big as you think it is, Laya. Don't worry. It's fine. I will never, ever notice or remember or something. Hey, you two. How's it? Oh, this is a little bit. It's a little bit, that's for sure. Uh-oh. So many emergencies in a row, jeez. Well, unfortunately, when they're all distracted, that's a bit of an issue. Because the whole of the story revolves around him for the time being. Well, it is what it is. Hooray, we got Maya's partner card, so we can do some things with her. Neat. Now, we have a decent amount of money, so we're going to go and see if we can't upgrade our gear somewhat, because what we are currently equipped with is not spectacular. And we're going to probably start butting up against that pretty soon. So we could absolutely use much, much better things. Same sequence that we've seen before. Still quiet. So how's our funds measure up to what we'd like to have? Getting close. I'd have to see what it's like after we dump everything. Actually, we can buy this already, so that's good. Oh, if we sell that, we get enough money easily. Yeah, that's not much of a board that's worth us dealing with. So you know what? I'm going to save that for now, actually. I considered it, but I decided against it. Let's pick up the Assassin, and that is going to be a pretty significant power boost for us. All by itself. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's almost 400 attack power more. That's pretty big. Let's see how grossly expensive it is to buy a new shield. We can't even equip the good ones that we'd want, really, so... Admittedly, that does put a damper on any of my real interest in doing that. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of grinding to be able to afford that. So I guess we'll start on another chapter because these last couple have been pretty short. In fact, overall, I think that this game is just very short in, well, at the very least, the chapters are just very short, so... Actually, you know what? I still worry about what if we hit something that's really long. Maybe part of it is... Do y'all think that part of it is that we're not having as many, like, FMV cutscenes? Because I think that is a big difference. But yeah, I think that's actually gonna... We'll do more of this. We'll have longer streams in the future, but for now, I feel like that's probably gonna do for the night. Yeah.